I thought you were going to struggle in there with a lovely big cake.
I'm so sorry I didn't
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, bye, Nadia.
Okay. Okay. I got jam.
Ah, that'll do.
Jam.
That'll do. So tell us, I mean, you've done sort of children, you've done cooking before, you've done baking before, you've done children's cookery before.
Yeah.
Now this is sort of your family favourites. And what's interesting about this is you're mixing sort of heritage food, aren't you?
Yeah, I think that's just the way I cook. It's not even a thing, you know, it's just the way I cook. I'm lucky enough to be Bangladeshi and British, so there's that thing where I make something and someone says, oh, well, that's not traditional. I'm like, yeah, but I kind of don't care, because, you know, I don't have that. Like, I don't have that tradition. You know, I'm British, but I'm Bangladeshi, so I've kind of got a mixture of the two, so I kind of just always kind of take a recipe and kind of throw it in the air, and I'm like, what's going to happen?
Is that what happened with the fish finger lasagna?
I'm just telling you. You don't like it? How do you feel about it?
I've never tasted. I've never even heard of it.
Well, this is just one of the... I love fish fingers, right? They're my favourite thing in the whole wide world. So I'll make a box of... a box of 10. I'll make 2 boxes, and then my record is 18, so I can have 18 in one go.
Oh,
and
wow.
What you eat?
Yeah. Like, not in one mouthful, like one, you know, just like one at a time. But my kids love fish fingers as well. But I just think, you know what? We are so often told what we can and can't do, what we can eat, what we can't eat, and it's
what
like...
What goes with what?
Oh, it's just like blah, blah, blah. It's like, just stop telling me what I can eat and what I should wear and what I shouldn't eat, and just like... I just want to eat something that's delicious on the plate, and I want to enjoy it with my family and my kids. And do you know what? Sometimes it's a fish finger lasagna, and there is nothing wrong with that.
Yes,
And you know what else?
You can come to my house. You can come, because I can cook fish fingers.
Can you?
See, otherwise I'd be terrified to have you for dinner, but I could do that.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, what's interesting is obviously kids, you know, majority of kids love fish fingers or that sort of thing. But you get your kids to, or you don't get, that sounds horrible, but your children readily will eat things like tongue and tripe and things like that.
No, I get them to eat it. Yeah, yeah. It was a case of getting them to eat it when they were little, obviously.
Oh, was it? How did you do that?
Well, it looks funny, doesn't it? It doesn't look like a bit of chicken, does it? It's a bit like a wet towel, tripe is.
Yeah.
So it's like, guys, here you go, have a wet towel. It's a bit weird looking, so it's not. It doesn't look the best. So, but I grew up eating, because my dad, he always said that if you're going to kill an animal, don't kill it in vain. Eat every part of it. You don't get to just eat the bits that you want and then just throw the rest away. That's a waste. So we always said, eat all of it, nose to tail. And that's what we did. That's how I grew up, and it was cheap. And, like, people are throwing this stuff away.
Yeah, but you still had to get them to like, you know, I've tried that when my kids were little and they go, oh, don't like it.
Yeah.
So what would you do if they said, I don't like
Spices. Like,
yes.
that's what's
Yes.
Spices. I mean, it doesn't have to be pickled or boiled. You know, spices, they're such an incredible... Like, I grew up with spices, so I'm always so tempted to turn everything into an Asian flavour, and I sometimes have to say, no, stop, don't turn it into a curry. Do not turn it into a curry. So I'm always really tempted. But things like tripe, like, I'll cook it for 6 hours, and then, like, I'll take it out and then just, pat it dry,
you're losing me at 6 hours.
Delicious.
I'm hungry and I want to eat in 10 minutes.
I'm always like thinking 2 days ahead.
Wow.
I'm always thinking, I've got beef short ribs in the slow cooker right now, which they'll eat eventually tomorrow. Come over.
Yeah, well, you know what, she actually invited me when I came out Strictly. She sent me a tweet and said, you know, commiserations, but come over for some cake.
Yeah, we've got to do that. We've got to do it.
I know.
Yeah. There's always cake. I have 2 cake stands in my house, and there's always cake in them. And
I do.
Yeah, always have cake.
Always cake.
Yeah, always cake.
To everybody's house.
You're looking absolutely fantastic. I mean, you always look fantastic.
It's all the fish finger lasagna, you know.
Well, you say this, but actually, I was reading you only have 1 meal a day.
I do. I just have.
True?
Just one meal.
When do you have it? In the evening or midday?
So for me, I'm so obsessed with food that if given the opportunity, I would eat all day, every day, forever. I would. I'm so obsessed, and I can't. Yeah, like at night, I go to bed thinking, should I eat? Can I eat something right now? I'm like, no, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. You probably shouldn't. Just go to bed. But like, I just need to eat all the time. So what I do now is, and I've been doing it for about 4 years, and that's kind of how I got my weight down as well. Is just
how much did you lose, by the way?
Just over 3 stone.
3 stone. That's a lot.
Wow.
Just over 3 stone. Granted, it creeps back. It creeps back occasionally, and it comes up and down, which I'm okay with. But for me, 1 meal a day means that I eat something that I really am going to enjoy, because what I was doing was mindless eating. I was just eating.
Yeah.
And then now all I say to myself is that when I eat this meal, I'm going to eat one meal that I really enjoy, and that's when I find it's the most balanced. So I'll eat really good. I'll eat salads, and I'll eat something that and I'll have a bit of cake. But it's one meal,
and you'll really enjoy it.
And I'll really enjoy it.
Some might say though that it's not a particularly good message to give out. Just have one meal a day. But
I'm like drinking and having snacks during the day if I feel like it, and sometimes I don't. And the thing is, what I've learned is that if I'm not exercising, which I haven't done today, then I just don't feel like my body needs that fuel.
Yeah.
So I can run on some tea for a little while, and then, when I get hungry, I'll eat. So I just feel like I'm not when I exercise during the week, at the end of the week, I'll eat loads. So it might not be
it's all about
meal.
balance.
So it's about balance.